Welcome back. This is Arunava Chaudhuri and you are on my YouTube channel, Arunfoot. I wanted to talk to you about the latest in regard to the Anwar Ali saga. And by the time you might watch this video, there might be certain other updates, but this is what the status quo of the whole situation seems to be at this moment as I record things. Anwar Ali, Indian international centre-back, played his club football last season for Mohun Bagan Super Giant, is on a 4-year loan contract with Mohun Bagan Super Giant from Delhi FC. The first year has gone by, and theoretically, there are still 3 years to go on the contract. Now, what has happened, or what seems to have happened over the last few weeks and months, and this has been building towards what has happened and what has exploded over the last 2 days, is that Anwar and his agent, his agency, his godfather, all of them were unhappy with the contract that they signed last year. They realize now, last summer, Sahal and Anirudh Thapa were signed on higher contracts. And this summer, Apuya has been signed on a much, much better, bigger, financially rewarding contract. So this is, so to say, the starting point. And it seems to me that his people who advise, who manage Anwar, went to Mohun Bagan with the aim of saying, listen guys, we need to increase the salary of the player. But the club seems to have taken the position, we have a good deal in place, let's keep it the way it is. And then these people started to look for loopholes. How can we change the contract, make it maybe permanent? How can we work around it? That was the main thing, is how can we get Anwar Ali a better contract? Then what happened is they found what they thought is a loophole in regard to the new FIFA regulation, which stipulates that loan contracts should be only of 12 months duration. But the AIFF has so far not implemented this, and that means that this approach of saying, listen, you guys need to terminate the contract, let's renegotiate, you can sign the player on a long-term contract. But Mohun Bagan did not agree to this. And then Ranjit Bajaj tweeted it himself. It was quoted clearly that we're using this to terminate the contract, and Anwar Ali should be a free player and should be allowed to sign for anyone that wants to sign him. That was passed around in the market. There have been rumors that Bangalore FC was supposedly interested. Supposedly Mumbai City was also interested. But again, there is history to Mumbai City, because Mumbai City had turned down the player in the past after a medical which he failed because of his heart condition. So that's an angle which we should not forget. Then it seems to be in the last minute, East Bengal came to the party. East Bengal needs a quality centre-back. I think East Bengal has done a very, very good job when it comes to transfers for the attacking department, but they need to do something still in the defensive midfield and defence. And suddenly, negotiations started. Now, as per Anwar Ali's logic, or his management's logic, Anwar Ali no longer is a player of Mohun Bagan Super Giant. But that cannot be. Even if the contract is null and void, you need to get some sort of confirmation from the All India Football Federation that that contract is no longer in place. That hasn't happened. And then the next part of the confusion starts, because there have been rumors yesterday, and I've heard from people who should be in the know of what's happening, that Anwar Ali supposedly has already signed a contract with East Bengal. Duration can be talked about. Some are saying 3 years. A lot of people are saying 5 years. Different point of discussion. But East Bengal has remained totally mum, totally quiet on the matter. So, on Friday, where do we stand in this matter? My understanding is that the termination reason used by Anwar Ali's management does not hold ground because the new transfer regulations in regard to loan transfers has not been implemented in Indian football. So it means when you sign the contract, the old rule applies. That means he's still a Mohun Bagan player. Now the matter is being referred to the AIFF Player Status Committee, and they will then have to decide what happens with Anwar Ali. If the outcome is not favorable either to East Bengal or to Mohun Bagan, they could then go to the next step, which is the Player Status Tribunal of FIFA. If that does not work out, you can even go one step higher, which is the last authority on all of this, which is the Court of Arbitration of Sports, or CAS in short, in Lausanne in Switzerland. But one route, if I was asked, none of these parties should take, is to go to an Indian civil court, because then you leave the jurisdiction of sports, and that could be detrimental for Anwar's career. It could be detrimental also for the respective parties in this. But there is another question that comes out of all of this, which I also asked the other day in my first video on this topic. How can a 4-year loan deal be signed? What happened at the time? Because people say Delhi FC had a contract till 2026 with the player. Now suddenly, the contract is supposedly till 2031. So how could Delhi FC sign an 8-year contract with the player? So there's multiple questions that need to be asked in this saga, which also shows, sorry guys, whoever is dealing with these matters, you don't seem to know the rules and regulations on how to do a transfer. And on the player side, well, this is what happens when you become too greedy and when it's only about the money. It is sad that one of India's most talented is in this situation. But I go back again to the basic question, which is also there is Anwar actually fit to play professional football? And I have heard enough opinions from different medical professionals who have said clearly no. People are playing with the life of this boy. So therefore, I said it 2 days ago, the saga has just started. It's an old-fashioned East Bengal versus Mohun Bagan fight over a player. But times are different in 2024. And if clubs and people are found wrong, I hope the AIFF takes strict action, stringent action, so something like this doesn't happen ever again. And it looks at loan contracts in general, which are more than 1 year in duration. Just cross-check. Are the contracts right? Are the long-term contracts right behind these contracts? So there are a lot of questions to be answered by the All India Football Federation, by East Bengal, by Mohun Bagan, by Anwar Ali, by Delhi FC. And I hope it gets sorted because, yeah, it's a very, very complicated matter. Let me know, guys, what you think. What's your opinion on the matter? Leave a like, share the article. As always, subscribe to arunfoot.com here on YouTube. On my other social medias, visit arunfoot.com. And I'll be back very, very soon. This is Arunava Chaudhuri signing off. Bye for now.